Right, this is my in-wall tropical fish tank setup. It's all embedded, recessed into the wall. Front living room and rear living room wall is where I've got it all set up in. House is still under renovation, still going through a few finalizations, but in a nutshell, it's got 9 angel fish coming right up there, 8 mollies, 2 platies, 6 neon tetras. I mean, I got them when they're juvenile, so right now they're still growing. Just did a water change, gravel change today. Got 2 FX6s set up in the cupboard there, so for maintenance it's fairly easy. Opens up at the top, comes through there, also plumbed in water pipe, water, so just easy to top the tank up. Also plumbed in a 50% water change. If you can see right there, if I open up that tap there, it would drain the tank at 50% right there. So that just drains out straight into my garden. Can't really see it right now, it's too dark. So it's already been plumbed in when the house is being renovated, so it flows right out into my garden. No issues there, so water changes are a breeze. What else have I got? I've also set it up in a way that I can see, if you can see, there is also an overflow pipe there. So essentially in the future the plan is that overflow pipe also drains out into the garden. So the plan is eventually to have the water tap dripping in, it's almost a drip feed system. So water is dripping in on one side and overflowing out on the other. That is the idea. Haven't set it up yet to do that, but that is essentially just to avoid me having to do frequent water changes on a more regular basis. That just prolongs the period between having to do water changes. So yeah, that's my setup at the moment. Got 2 platies, had 3, 1 died for some unknown reason. That's the first fish that's died. All the others have done really well, and bizarrely the platies were the last ones that I got. All the other fish have been in here for a very long time. So that's the setup. Got bogwood in there as well, which the fish enjoy just housing in at night. All the tetras are nicely tucked underneath there, so it does work for them. There you go, that's the neon tetras right there. So yeah, it's working pretty well. So I'll stay quiet for a minute and just kind of showcase the fish. Sailfin molly, so that he's got a sailfin above his head, dorsal fin, and a white molly, sailfin molly as well, which tends to put his sailfin up every now and again. There you go, it's doing its thing. So yep. They are pretty happy fish. Not had any issues in terms of their fins. All of them seem to have I've got jewel tetras in there as well. Forgot to mention that. All the plants are not real. I'm not that experience with plants, so I'm just kind of taking it one step at a time. So I need to just, you know, cover them up a little bit because they've come off when I was doing the gravel vac today. So yeah, all the fish, the fins, very, very good. All seem very, very happy. Don't really have any fish that are aggressive, so they all seem to be getting along very well. And that was the intention, to ensure that they all have plenty of space to swim around. I didn't want to have a tank with too many fish crowded in. Normally angels require decent height. This is 60 centimeters, so it's plenty for them to, and 2.6 meters wide. Depth is also probably about 30 centimeters deep internally. So yeah, and I've got 2 FX6s, so that's the second FX6 there. And they do a fantastic job. In terms of the media, I changed the media from what you'd normally get with the FX6s, so it's more on that, but on another video. Essentially that's the setup. All pretty happy fish. These are actually white angels. Can't really see them in the yellow light, but they're actually white, not albino, white. They've got a silvery tinge to them. Unusual, not seen those before. I've not seen them personally. And then I thought I'd get a variety of angels, so they're all different varieties in here. You can see there's the koi angel, we've got silver. Couldn't get tiger angel, but this one's the closest I could get. You can see the fins on, for example, that one. Really nice fins, not ripped or any issues with their fins. All of them seem to have very good fins. So I'm very happy and pleased with the fact that they seem to be okay. In regards to the FX6, I tried to ensure that the outflow, the water flow and the intake were on opposite to each other on each ends. So the flow from here is pushing the water into the intake there, and equally the flow from there outflow is pushing it into the intake on the other side. Ideally, my intention was to have both the intakes on one side and the outflow from the other side, but having read the FX6 manual, the hose length, the recommendations on the hose length was restricting me in order to do that. So this is effectively what would have meant that one of the FX6s would have been on the other side here. And then the outflow from there would have ended up coming out from there, so it would have been difficult because one of the pipes would have been longer than the recommended length required by Fluval. So I feel that it would have caused a bit of a problem. So this is now in line with what they would expect your hose lengths to be for the in and the out, and it seems to work great. So yeah, that's the setup. I'll switch off the light just so that it's a little bit clearer. I think fish coloration can come through a little bit more with the lights off. I should have switched off the lights off before. So Here we go, that's the platy.